Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's dive into the portfolios and then we'll talk about what happened in the market today, and then we'll discuss about one of the stock I really want to buy, and I'm going to buy the stock like there is no tomorrow. And before we dive into the stock, so just quickly finish our portfolios. So today is my public portfolio, which is Robinhood. So we gained some returns today. We almost got 0.43% returns, which is like $193 gains today. And the biggest winner in this portfolio was Nike. And let's review the retirement portfolio. So retirement portfolio also today we got some gains, which is 1.29%, which is $151. The biggest winner in this portfolio is Kava and Nike. They both got close to 4% returns just in this portfolio. So I'm very bullish on these two stocks, as I mentioned in my previous videos. So watch me for next video, so you will see I'm gonna make some money with these stocks. And about the Indian portfolio, today we lost some money on Indian portfolio, which is like 0.63%. So which is like around $31.76, which is not a big deal. And I already mentioned Indian portfolio is showing some mixed result because of tariffs and everything. So until we heard some news about tariffs, so the Indian market is going to show some mixed results. So we can't expect Indian market to perform very well because with this tariff news. So nothing great on Indian market too. So let's see what happened to the market today. So today market is also showed some mixed signals, and S&P 500 went almost all-time high today, which is a positive news for US markets. And if you see, not any sector got more than 2% momentum, but most of the sectors are gaining less than 1% and fluctuating between 1 to 2%. But retail sector got some momentum today, I would definitely say that, because Costco got 2% gains and CVS got 1.4% gains and Target got 2% gains. So which is some momentum, right? So it's almost like 1.5 to 2% upside for retail industry today. So and let's see what happened in the market today. So today the market, so VIX got down almost 4%, and gold, there is no changes in the gold and oil. And S&P 500 went up almost 0.32%, so which is good for S&P 500, which is all-time high for S&P 500 right now. And if you see euro to USD currency, so it lost some momentum today. And in stock index, so all the stock index shows some positivity today, and everything got more than 0.10%, more than 0.10% upside value. So which is good. So because of holidays and everything. So let's see who are the biggest gainers and losers in our port in S&P 500. So the biggest gainer is Nike. Nike got almost 4.6% gains today, and Datadog is the biggest loser in this S&P 500, which is lost almost 2.25%. So Datadog is like an completely AI stock, so it's going to be mixed, right? So it's going to some of the stocks in AI sector is going to go up, some of them going to down. So today Datadog went down, not crazy, it's only 2%, so nothing to worry on that. Don't sell your stocks because of it went down 2%. So when it's come to Nasdaq, so today Micron got again some gains today. So I feel like Micron is making so much money from last 1 month. It up almost like 15%. So because of AI momentum and everything, and also not only that, Micron is also gonna make year on year 40% revenue. So the revenue is going to increase 40% year on year. That is the forecast from the market. So let's see, if Micron is making 40% return, why wouldn't I buy Micron? Because I want to buy Micron, but I feel like I don't want to have too many AI stocks into my portfolio. That is the reason I haven't bought Micron, but it's a good opportunity out there. So if I don't have AMD in my portfolio, if I don't have Meta in my portfolio, I would definitely think about Micron. But right now I already had two stock which is holding more than 15 to 18% in my portfolio just for AI side. So I want to diversify my portfolio. Due to that reason, I haven't bought Micron, but it is a good opportunity out there. And same thing, the decliner is Datadog and the Marvel is an AI technology. Yesterday Marvel got some momentum, today it lost its momentum. So as I mentioned, some of the stocks get some momentum in AI, some of them are going to lose money. So let's see Dow Jones, the biggest gainer is Nike. Nike is everywhere today, guys. So Nike made some money and Nvidia decline almost 0.317. Yesterday Nvidia got some momentum, today it's lost momentum. So that's all I have for market today, guys. And regarding that, there is some news happened in the market. Nvidia bought a company which is called Grok. So it is a startup company which is valued almost uh, Nvidia bought $200 billion worth of Grok. It's the largest purchase ever in the private market, and yeah, Nvidia is going to have access for this company assets. So that is really good news for Nvidia. And another news, you don't believe me, Tim Cook bought Nike stock. He didn't bought Apple, he bought Nike, which is really great. He bought at $59 on average price, and analyst targeting this stock will go upside to $80. He bought at 59. So something Tim Cook is cooking right now, so which is Nike. So as I mentioned from previous videos, Nike have some great potential upside value, and Tim Cook knows that, and he bought that stock. And a lot of other people like Bill Ackerman, and there are a bunch of other people who is buying Nike. There is no tomorrow. So that's the reason I'm bullish. At the same time, Nike is one of the global brand out there. Everybody want to wear Nike shoes, right? So if you want to buy a shoe, if there is three shoes in front of you, which you want to buy? Air Jordan or Under Armour or any Lululemon shoes or any other Essex or Adidas, which you want to buy? Nike, right? So definitely there is, out of five shoes, one of the shoe definitely will be Nike. That's for sure. If you are holding 10 shoe pairs, there will be minimum 3 pairs that will be Nike. So trust me, every household want to wear Nike. So that is the reason I'm bullish, because of the brand and the value it's bring to the market out there. And if you see publicly trading company in sportswear, Nike is the market leader, guys, which is like almost $94 billion market cap just alone for Nike. Even if you combine next three companies, this is Germany, which is Adidas, which is $31 billion market. The next one is China, Anta, which is like a $24 billion market. And the next one is Lululemon, Canada, which is 20 billion. Even if you combine all these three companies, it would only $70 billion. If you combine the Finland company too, then it would come close to Nike. Nike is trading around $94 billion market cap because it's lost some of its value because of tariff news. If not, Nike would definitely trade around 130 to $150 billion market cap company. So right now it's trading around 94. So there is a potential upside, 40% upside to the Nike. So that is the reason I am very bullish on this, because it is the one of the largest company out there in sportswear sector. So that is the reason I'm very bullish. And if you see Nike is dominance, it's like literally like $19 billion market cap. Right now the stock is trading in losing its value almost to the date. 20% of it lost its value, but Essex got some momentum, which is like it's got 23% gains. At the same time, Lululemon has also lost its value to 54%. So Lululemon is also struggling out there because of tariff news, but other than that, Lululemon is also one of the greatest stock out there, and Nike Lulu is one of the greatest sportswear stocks outside. So, and if you see the market momentum here to the date, Essex and Anthana, these are the only two sportswear companies that are currently got some momentum more than these both companies combined got 30% returns. But rest of the all sportswear companies are losing its value because they are manufacturing their products outside United States. From some Nike, 40% of the products are making in Vietnam, and Adidas 40% of the products are coming from China, and Colombia, so same thing, coming from China. Under Armour, same, coming from China. So Lululemon is also coming from China and Vietnam and Sri Lanka. So they diversified their portfolio, but still it's got affected. So that is the reason. Here to the date, all of the stocks are getting down. That doesn't mean they're not valued. They are pretty good companies, but they are down because of tariff news and the market fluctuation. But at the same time, if the economy is not performing well, you can't expect to buy brand new shoes, right? If your income is not going up, you don't want to buy shoes. You want to, what do you want to buy? You want to buy some food where you can probably buy some cheap food or something, like to survive, right? You don't want luxury items. Nike is there in luxury category, Nike is there in survival category. So people will definitely gonna buy Nike. So at the same time, people will also want to buy some cheapest shoes out there, like it's coming from Adidas, it's coming from Puma, it's coming from Under Armour, doesn't matter. People want to buy some cheapest things out there. So that's the reason, and one of the reason, and the opportunity, the global, there is a global opportunity right now. The apparel industry is around like 230 billion dollar market cap, but it's going to grow to 320 billion dollar market cap, which is gonna grow by 42% in 2029, before 2029. So if this is going to happen, Nike is just around $90 billion market cap right now. If is Nike is going to grab some of this market, at least Nike is expecting to grab 20% of this market, which is going to add almost to $180 billion market cap. That is what we are expecting and market is expecting. If Nike is going to grow $180 billion market cap, Nike stock will turn its value to easily $120 to $140. That is what analysts are expecting. Nike will become $180 stock by 2029 if Nike is going to grab 20% of this market share. So trust me, if tariff news is goes south, that means Nike is gonna grow so much fast. You can't even imagine. And not only that, if you see the competition for Nike, the biggest competitor for Nike is maybe Under Armour. Under Armour is less than $5 billion market cap. You can't say Under Armour is a competition because it's only 5 billion. Adidas is like $30 billion. I would say Adidas was a competitor, but they lost some momentum because they used to work with one of the popular singer in United States, but I don't want to talk, which is like Kanye West. I don't know. That's fine. I'm gonna talk about his name, but Kanye West. So they cancel the deal with Kanye West, so which makes the company to lose literally $20 billion market cap. So 10 to $20 billion market cap. That's make Adidas to lose its value. At the same time, it's not going to be competition anymore. And when it's come to the other companies, the young companies, which is ASRV or Engla or Gymshark, these is pretty small companies, less than like 3 billion or $1 billion market cap, which is not a competition. So the biggest competition, I don't see any competition for Nike. So this is a really great company out there. Everybody want to buy Nike, and they started a new market campaign, so which is really good for them, and it's going to be huge for Nike. And yeah, and if you see the revenues are declined a little bit because they are observing some of the tariffs. So, but when it's come to any region sales are really up, but China market really down to 20%. So, and Nike is observing some of the tariffs. It's not giving that price to customers, but instead of that, it's consuming that prices and try to beat the competition. So that is the reason the revenue is little down. At the same time, the gross profits are down because when you observe some of the tariffs, you want to sell your shoes with the same price. In that case, you're going to lose your margins, which is affecting the gross profits. And same thing, the operating income little down, and the net income is little down because of the same thing. Because when they want to diversify, they're gonna infuse a lot of money to bring some new vendors and suppliers into the market, into the Nike portfolio. When they're gonna do that, they're gonna literally lose some money. That doesn't mean it's not gonna become a profitable. And there's a CEO change for Nike, which is a positive news for Nike, and he's gonna bring some changes to this company. And I believe in this leadership, and he's a great guy, and he's been working with Nike almost 20 years. So I would definitely believe in his leadership. So if you're working in a company more than 20 years, you definitely know how to improve the company, how can you grow the company. I'm an analyst right now, so I know how to make some revenue, how to save some money for my company. But that doesn't mean I get to decide the calls, right? So if I've been working 20 years for a company and I have an authority to take some decisions, I'm definitely going to do that. I don't need to wait for somebody to. I don't need to talk to my manager. My manager need to talk to my director. My director need to talk to my president. So my president need to talk to the CEO. There is no change. So now this guy becomes CEO. So he gonna make some calls. If you observe the apparel industry, so when it's come to apparel industry, TJX is the one of the largest company out there, which is competition for Nike, but TJX doesn't have their own brand which values $143 billion, because TJX sells a lot of different products from different vendors. They sell Nike, they sell other Lululemon, they sell Gap, they sell any other regular brand, but they don't have their own brand which sells, which is valued to $142 billion. But Nike itself have their own brand. Michael Jordan itself got $50 billion market cap for Nike. So trust me, so Nike is also bringing a lot of new athletes to their portfolio, which is going to bring some more sales, and the new market campaign is little excitement. So I would say Nike is like one of the greatest stock out there. Even Ross stores got up 30% year to the date return. It gave 30% year to the date returns, but Raw store is not a competition for Nike, right? So Raw store is like, they sell cheap, cheap products when it's come to retail. So Ross is not going to be a competition. Lululemon could be a competition, but it's only $41 billion. Nike itself is like $120 billion almost. This is taken before November. This is taken before November. Right now Nike is only like $190 to $100 billion market cap. So even American Eagle, all these companies are less than $10 billion. They are not a competition for Nike. So I believe Nike is standing alone, and which is good for them. And if you compare all the stocks, Nike itself, Nike it's lost 20%. So which is like discount. It's like Black Friday discount right now to buy Nike stock right now. Even Under Armour, I don't believe in Under Armour, because the brand, people not talking about Under Armour, people only buy Under Armour because it's cheap right now. But if you want to wear Nike, I want to buy Michael Jordan shoes from very long time. I have it in my wish list, so I have it in my cart every day. I'm gonna watch my cart every fucking day, see if this shoe is getting down, so I'm going to buy it right away. So a lot of people are waiting to buy the shoes, but not anybody is waiting for Under Armour shoes. At the same time, Ross gave almost 20% return year to the date, and TJX already gave 30% return year to the date. I feel like Nike will get 50% return in 2026. That is the reason I'm very bullish on Nike, and I'm gonna buy. I already bought Nike almost like 20% in my portfolio. I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna increase from 15% to 25%. So right now I'm having 15% of my portfolio just for Nike itself. I'm going to increase it because it's offer pretty good dividend, which is good for me. I'm going to make some money every quarter. At the same time, this stock is going to go 40% in 2026. That's what my expectation. And analyst gave almost $80, which is $20, which is like 30% return, 30 to 40% return in 2026. So that is the reason I'm very bullish, guys. So yeah, that's all I have for today video, and Nike is one of the greatest stock out there. If you ask me what is the support and resistance for Nike, the support is $57 and the resistance is $65. And yeah, so Nike declared almost 40 cents for each share as a quarterly dividend. So I'm gonna get some money from Nike. So yeah, so that's all I have for Nike, guys. So if you want me to review any particular stock, so feel free to add those stock in the comments. I'm gonna review them, and thank you for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye bye.